Amy's life mini story. Amy was a journalist. She worked at a newspaper in Los Angeles. She was a busy woman, but she still volunteered in a homeless shelter. Her dream was to win the Pulitzer Prize. She had always liked this career of hers, but lately she hadn't known what to write about. She feared her boss would fire her. She felt frustrated as she steered her car down the street, across the overpass, and drank a beer. She decided to jump off the overpass here and end her life. So she looked in the rearview mirror before pulling over. Then she climbed onto the railing and jumped. Unfortunately, though, Amy's dress got caught on a wire near the overpass as she hung in midair. She tried to climb back on the side of the overpass, but it was just out of her reach. She no longer wanted to die. Tears streamed down her face as she screamed for help, but no one could hear her cries. Amy's dress began to rip slowly as her earrings dangled around her ears. She was sure that this was the end. Someone nearby finally saw Amy's desperation. He ran to save her, but it was too late. She felt a queer sensation in her head as she began to drop towards the traffic of the busy highway below. Her whole life flashed before her eyes. However, just before Amy hit the hard pavement of the street, a huge dump truck appeared under her. Amy fell into a pile of soft sand. The driver stopped to let her get off his truck. He chewed her out severely. She didn't even see his sneer or hear his shouts, though, as she jumped off the truck. All she could hear was a beautiful melody that filled the air as she stood in the middle of the busy intersection. It was the clearest, sweetest sound she had ever heard in her whole life, and she was so happy to be alive.